Hey, hi friends, welcome back to Bhau-Automation Lab once again. Let's continue the session related to the API automation. In the previous session, we have learned what is mean by the API. We have understand theoretical part related to the API. Now in this session, let's understand what is mean by the web services. This is very important topic while working with the API automation because we at least know that what is exactly difference between the API and web services. So a web services is like a middleman that helps two systems or app to talk each other over the internet. Okay, it helps one app request the information and other app send back the answer. Okay, how does the web services works exactly? So it's totally works on the client server architecture. For example, client send the request from the user system, and the web services take that request to the server. Server send the result back to the web services, and the client get the answer. So this is the simple way of working web services. Now let's understand one simple example how web services exactly works. Okay, in the let's say real world or the real time example. Okay, so if you want to book the hotel room and you use the booking.com or Expedia website. Okay, this app send the request to the hotel web server to check the room availability. The web services connect to the hotel server, fetch the data and send back to the result. Okay, for example, let's say we have this server DB. Okay, and let's say these are the different third party website which is connected to this particular web server or web server DB. Okay, and this is the multiple clients where we are like showing our like how many rooms are availability on our database. All this information stored in our database, right? How many rooms are available on our hotel booking website. All this data stored in our DB. I can't directly give the access to these clients, third party websites like booking.com and expedia.com or makemytrip.com, whatever sites, because due to security reason or some important data stored in my DB, I can't directly give the access to these clients, third party clients. So what I can do, I can simply develop the one single API and provide the access to this client so that they can connect with that API, and that API directly connect with my DB server DB, and it will send the information back to the client how many rooms available on my hotel. Simple. So the API which is I developed, maybe this client, this website is working like, let's say booking.com is developed in the Java, then this second expedia.com is developed in the .NET, and third python.com, this third make my trip website is developed into the Python. So what happened now, I need to develop three types of API to provide all these three clients. Okay, and whenever I change something in my system, I need to provide updated version to all these clients again and again. To overcome this challenge, what I can do, I can simply put my API over the web server. Okay, and whenever I put my API over the web servers, it's become web services. Okay, so whenever these clients require the any information, they directly connect to the internet. They directly connect with via internet through my web service, and it will fetch the data information from my the DB. Okay, so simple example and simple difference between the API and the web services is like that. Whenever API you are put on the internet, and it will become a web services. So this is the simple example of web services. Hope you clear this. If you have any doubt related to this, you can simply ask me question in the comment out. I will give the answer related to that as well. Don't be confused here with the web services and API. So API and web services development is a totally different process. Okay, don't be confused with that. Just understand the difference between the web services and API. So now let's understand some communications method related to the web services. So web services generally use two methods to communicate. One is SOAP, is the simple object access protocol, is the strict communication protocol that use the XML request and response. Okay, for example, banking transaction and payment services totally used SOAP as a communication method. REST, okay, is the representational state transfer, a lightweight and simple communication method. Okay, so these are the mainly communication method, which is SOAP, and second one is the REST. Now let's understand some HTTP methods like get, post, put, delete. While doing the practical, we'll understand what is mean by get, post, put, and delete everything. Okay, we are totally automating the web services. I will show you the examples. We'll create a framework related to the API automation and everything. So watch all these sessions very carefully, guys. So mainly data exchange in the web services is the JSON or XML format. For example, let's say consumer and provider communication. For example, let's say here is the one weather service, and consumer is send the request get the weather for our city Mumbai. So what it can be happen, we will create this API and we'll hit that API. Provider process the request and fetch the data from its database. Server send the weather data in the JSON format like this. Simple example. City is the Mumbai, temperature is 30 degrees Celsius and condition is clear sky. Okay, so client display the data to the app, show the Mumbai the 30 Celsius clear sky on the screen. So this is the way how we can communicate with the web server using web services, web server database using web services. So this is the exactly difference between web services and API. We'll see in the chart table in the next lecture what is exactly different between the API, normal API and web services. Okay, so let's meet in next chapter. Till time, have a great day. Bye bye. Take care.